Today we have what might be the most LOLzian story possible. A Chicago politician with 1.4 in income from gambling winnings. Can't wait to break this down on LOLz with Bric. We also have some other DFS news and notes to catch you guys up on. I'm Pete with Bric. This is LOLz. Let's do it.
Does he think? I think he thinks this. He thinks this is a go. Vegas Dave thinks this is a go.
Hot naked girls doing yoga.
What?
Why don't you just win like a man?
Random.org. Type in 1 for yes, 2 for no. Let the DFS gods pick for you.
And I'm absolutely begging you not to dupe us. Please don't dupe us. All right, please don't dupe us. What is up, Sack? What's up, Nerdy? Trevor knows where we're headed. He wants the JB Pritzker Mega Max Thursday Night Football play of the day. Let's get right into it, Brian. Your governor, JB Pritzker, and his wife report 10.3 million in taxable income, and 1.4 million of it, over 10%, coming from gambling winnings. Did you know Pritzker had this in him?
I did not. Did you see the statement from the spokesperson?
No.
You don't need to bring it up because it's not important. They said, I think it was like, would you like to comment on the 1.4 million in gambling income? And the response was, the governor reported the winnings minuses the losses from a casino from casino wagers.
She explained what gambling winnings are. Yeah.
I think they want a little more than, yes, that you subtract the winnings from the losses. It's funny, though, that they know how to do that now, right? Now they know how to, subtract winnings from losses when it comes to the big, beautiful bill gambling tax, on the other hand.
So give us, as someone who is plugged into Chicago politics and lives there, even aside from this gambling stuff, what is the general MO on Pritzker? What should people on the outside know about him to fully appreciate this story?
I'm not sure there's much more context for gambling related that people would.
Yeah, no, I mean, just in general, it doesn't have to be gambling related. Just like who is he as a politician?
I mean, he's a lefty guy. They're going to make a pretty big play for him to run for president, is my understanding. Okay. He's rich. He's a rich guy. He's an heir from the Hyatt Hyatt hotel chain. Most of his money, I think, is in the trust fund from that. He's a billionaire. He funds his own campaign. He doesn't take a paycheck, which I don't think is the slam dunk people think it is, but he doesn't take a paycheck. He's a pretty big lefty guy, and I know some politicals who are going to be running his campaign, and they think he has a chance. I think he has 0% chance to win. I think it's a different world. You can't run governors anymore. But I don't know. That's kind of the MO of JB Pritzker.
All right, there you go. They pulled up some of his old records here. His taxable income from 2024 was the highest total in several years. In 2023, it was 3.2 million. The year before, it was 2.3 million for 2021. He reported 18.5 million in state taxable income, with the majority of that, 11.3 million, coming from capital gains, but clearly found a love of gambling and also clearly success in gambling. If you have 1.4, I mean, we gotta hypothesize here. What do you think is his game of choice?
I'm picturing a top-down sports bettor sitting at his computer all day, just grinding those lines. If I saw him and knew nothing about him, and this guy made 1.4 million. Do you think he'd be a sim bro? If you didn't know anything about him, you just look at him. Do you think he's a ball knower?
Man, I think when you're that rich, I don't think you have the sim life in you. I think this guy's, probably the closest thing to the truth, right, is he was just going in and playing high stakes blackjack.
Yeah, and he just had a heater.
A heater. Yeah.
That's got to be it. It doesn't make, or who knows? I don't think he's been governor for a while, and he's got high political aspirations. So I would assume there'd be no shenanigans and be like, shit, I got a big claim I got to make.
Yeah.
State's gambling. So I think he's playing it pretty close to the vest, and he actually just went on a generational run at some casino. I can't think about what else it could that he would like. I doubt he plays the lottery or something like that.
People say roulette type. You could definitely see that.
No, nah.
Like craps.
No, I don't think so. I would say no. You know what? I could find out. I probably, if the story was a little later, I'll find out what happened. I think I might be able to get the
thing that's crazy is like to us hearing that you had 1.4 in taxable gambling, 1.4 million just sounds like a boatload. But this dude, it says right here, his net worth is at 3.9 billion. Like this is like me getting like a $600 taxable income, 9 from Underdog. Like that's like what the equivalent. It's just like, I mean, that is just such pocket change to him. It's hilarious.
That is one thing I thought when I saw that 10 million, and this is going to sound insane. I was like, that's not much for a guy who's worth 4 billion.
Well, I thought that too, but then I was like, the amount of like tax harvesting and loopholes and stuff he's probably exploiting as a billionaire is probably immense.
Yeah, that's like some of his controversial things is like in the past, he was always using every single tax loophole to save money. And he would take like toilets out of residences he had so he wouldn't have to pay property taxes and stuff like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think now I tried to find, I'm like, if he's burning 1.4, I mean, if he's making 1.4, not burning anything, what was he doing? Like, what's his gambling income like every year? And I couldn't find anything.
Right.
So, like, they report his income, but like he's doing it all voluntarily because, again, he wants to run for office, and this is something traditionally they do. So, and they call Trump out on not showing his, so you got to show yours, type of thing if you don't want to look hypocritical.
Yeah.
But all the older reports, like when he was running for governor, they don't earmark the gambling number, which is probably another reason why he just went on some generational heater. But his first year running for governor or something, I think first year publicly showing it, I think was 2017 or something. And he made 55 million. And I'm like, that sounds more right for a guy who's worth 4 billion.
Right. So here is, this is a report from Chicago political editor, Fox 32, on the 1.4 million gambling winnings in Vegas. I like to play cards, Pritzker says. I was in Vegas on a trip with my wife and friends and was fortunate to leave ahead, I would say. So Pritzker says he's an avid card player, having organized a regular poker game for charity. So now we're talking about him. Like, you have to be sitting in Bobby's room to pull 1.4 million in a single weekend. You have to be in the nosebleed of nosebleeds to walk away with that much.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But it's definitely nosebleeds and nosebleeds, but it's probably 100,000 a hand.
Yeah. Who's sitting
50,
with him in this game? Like, because this is like the old thing. There was that story, right? Of it was the Texas oil billionaire. And then these guys would all pool like the old school poker pros would pool their money to play against him heads up. You remember that story?
Yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, wouldn't you, if you were the pit boss or whatever, the casino manager, and you see JB Pritzker walking in, aren't you like, oh, this is a good day. This is a good day to be me. And he just burns you. Another one would be he's a beard, but obviously it sounds like he just sat down and grinded blackjack. That is hilarious that he says poker I guess it's ambiguous. It says I like to play cards, and then this report referenced playing a regular poker game. But do you think this still could be blackjack instead of actually sitting and play? I feel like people would have been talking about this in poker circles if Pritzker was sitting there playing 100,000 a hand. We would have found out.
Yeah, because you would have had Phil Galfond and those people would have been sitting in that game.
Yeah, for sure. I seriously doubt it. He could mean cards like maybe it's like Baccarat or something. Baccarat, but it has to be blackjack too. I agree with you, Dan. But like it could be some of those other weirder ones, whatever, 3-card poker or something.
Yeah. Do you think so the way this report is passed along, he's clearly being ambiguous with how he says cards, and then clearly also tells the reporter that he loves playing poker and organize a poker game for charity. Do you think he's trying, like, playing blackjack feels more degenerate to him than just saying I was playing poker? Like, is he trying to soften the degeneracy by being like, oh, cards, I like poker? Like, it seems like he's trying to be very careful with his words.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's exactly what it is. It sounds better than sitting down, drinking for 12 hours straight, playing blackjack and just going on a heater.
Yeah. And there's just, like, the blackjack stuff can scale, and you can be like, you can rip it in on that. Like, poker, to win 1.4 million against really good players, you would have to sit there for a long time.
Yeah. Can just quickly point out, like, this hypocrisy.
Yeah.
The softening the blow is to use poker when the politicians are the one keeping poker illegal in almost every state. Yeah. So, like, like, the idea there is that in the general person's mind, poker's like, it's just a game of skill. People play cards. Mm-hmm. So, like, he's using that while also participate because it's illegal in Illinois. He can make it legal. He can definitely help.
So now there is, I just refined my search from Pritzker gambling to Pritzker blackjack. In the title on New York Post, which is just giving me just ads for days here, says he won 1.4 million from playing blackjack. So he was clearly talking to that reporter, was trying to make it seem like it wasn't blackjack, at least.
Yep. Some cards. Yeah, you don't really call blackjack cards.
No one's ever called blackjack cards.
No. I'm going to go play cards at the casino. You mean blackjack?
Yeah.
I could see like the whatever, there's like 3-card poker and 5-card. There's a bunch of different, like, smaller variations that you can play against the house.
Mm-hmm.
But clearly, yeah, he's trying to soften. So I asked ChatGPT. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if you're worth 3.9 billion, how much a hand do you have to wager for you to even feel a single thing?
Well, so that's what I just asked ChatGPT. Not that direct question, but your first one. So if your net worth's $1 million, which most people isn't, right? That 1.4 million is equivalent to JB Pritzker, is like $350. If you're a millionaire.
Yeah. Try to reframe it. Like, say if you're I don't know, like, give it like a baseline, like, net worth of playing like $25 a hand, and then scale it to, if you're worth 4 billion, like what that hand size would be, unit size. I feel like what? Like, net worth $500,000, $25 a hand blackjack.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. I did $1 million just to keep it the same. It would be 100,000 a hand.
100,000, dude, that's what he was playing. He was playing 100,000 a hand. Yeah. And it made it feel, and he came up, whatever.
Which is not that's not even that big of a heater.
No.
Plus 14 hands. Well, more than that with the rake. And I'm sure he's tipping pretty. I hope he's tipping generous.
That's incredible. You got to imagine private room, private dealer.
That dealer, that must have been like a dream gig where you get Pritzker betting 100,000 a hand on a heater. I mean, how much do you think he tipped him? 20 grand at least, right?
You have to. Yeah. Well, because if you're like, and then at that level, you're playing like on probably on credit, right? Like, you're not getting all of that cash converted into chips, right? Like, you're just sitting there with just a mound of chips. You are flicking a couple of those to the dealer.
Does Hyatt have their own casino in Vegas or wherever he went?
Ooh,
probably, right? It's just all taxed right up. He doesn't give a shit if he's at a Hyatt. It's just money coming back to him anyways.
What's in there's no Hyatt casino in Vegas. However, Hyatt partners with several casinos there. You can use World of Hyatt points to book stays at Venetian and Palazzo resorts. The Rio Hotel is a destination by Hyatt.
I wonder what casino he was at.
He was probably at Wynn or Mandarin doesn't even have a casino.
He's not just gonna pick the closest casino, like
yeah,
a man like that needs to go to something specific.
Yeah. So this person's saying to win this much, you have a big bet size and credit line at a casino, which is what we just said, with a proven record of massive losses. He did not report any previously, but it now appears he is an absolute degen.
I don't think you need a proven record of massive
I don't think you either.
Losses. If you're that pit boss or whoever, the casino manager, you go, oh, that's fucking JB Pritzker. Just give him whatever he wants.
Yes. And also, like, he's going to be back.
He owns the hotel.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's incredible. I like how just from our own, like, Google sleuthing, like, we started to get more and more details. It went from just gambling winnings to cards to, okay, no, this dude was playing blackjack. The other thing is, when you're playing so to me, like, blackjack's a fun, like, group game. To me, like, if you're sitting at a table and obviously if you're on a heater, but if you're playing this unit size, you got to be playing by yourself. No one else is playing 100,000 a hand unless he's sitting there with his wife and letting her play 100,000 a hand too. So is it him and his wife double date 200K a pop?
I seriously doubt it. I think
so he's by himself, like by yourself. I guess that's why you have to play $100,000 a hand, because how is he getting entertainment from that otherwise?
Yeah. He's either just degenning 100 a hand with, some drinks, or I'm sure he's got rich buddies.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got rich buddies. So he could be there with somebody.
That's the part of the story we were able to pretty quickly deduce just with some back of the napkin math. This dude was playing $100,000 a hand. He doesn't want that headline out. Pritzker playing $100,000 a hand blackjack. He played some cards. He got lucky playing some cards.
Yes. He should. If I was his advisor, I would tell him to play it up. Like, it's cool.
Do you know what's so crazy about this, Brian? Is like, he like has to know about like some of these implications and like the tax stuff. He had to have been up even way more of that, right? He had to have punted some of it back before he got up. He had to have been up like 20 to 30 mil before he walked away.
Oh, right.
Or maybe that's too much, but he had to have been up like 5 or 6 mil.
10 mil. Yeah. 10 mil. Easy. Yeah.
Because he was firing hard to get back there. He was going to see how far he could run it.
It's also 100,000 a hand. He might be mixing it up. If he feels hot, he bets 300. If he's on a little cooler, he brings it down to 10K. He's a human being, everyone does that.
Because he's like, when you're that rich, like having to even report this is probably annoying. He's probably like, let me just lose it all back and just be done with it.
Okay. So the guy who's worth $1 million, that's $25 bet. Does $25 get the heart racing for you, Pete?
$25 blackjack?
Yeah.
Not heart racing.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like,
even equivalent for him, it's not.
Even equivalent for him, it's like 100K. It's like whatever.
He would need to. He would need to be playing. Kinda. He would need to be playing $1 million a hand for his heart to start racing.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm thinking he's going 500K, 50K, varying his bet size.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the other thing. If you were playing, like, he could have been sitting
heads
there
up for sure.
He could have been playing 5 different hands. He could have been playing 100,000.
60 an hour or something. I can't remember. I haven't played blackjack in so long.
Yeah.
But then
this is Nerdy says, at what point do you dump it back to the casino because you own it and don't want to bust it? Yeah. When you're literally playing with house money.
Yeah. I mean, if he was going to claim this 1.4, he's got to own the story.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't got it. He doesn't got what it takes to win the presidency. Come on.
Yeah.
You can't claim 20% of your income as gambling winnings and then just not do anything and not burn it back, especially if you're part owner of the company, which he probably is one way or another. Either his trust is probably heavily invested in it or his companies.
So, of course, here's the next part of the story. The billionaire won big and plans to donate the money to charity, a Pritzker spokesperson told.
They're so fucking old school. It's like the NFL executives. Like, I'm telling you, they have no chance. All these people need to be fired. who run these campaigns. They're just stuck in an age that no longer exists. Way cooler to be like, yeah, I beat the casino. Like, he gambles 100,000 a hand. That's fucking cool. Pritzker's not cool. Like, that's kind of cool.
Yes. Well, and it's also like, again, he had to have known like the optics of all of this.
Yeah, and not thinking it through.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna claim it, if you're gonna take home a couple million and then claim it as almost 20% of your yearly income, you have to realize that it's going to be a story.
Yeah.
And then have a plan for this.
Is the story and the optics even worth that extra little walking around money?
It's funny too with this is like the math they use in Springfield. Anyways, it's all fucking bullshit, but they'll because it's all one big pie. You know, they'll be like, we'll spend this money on the school system, right? But then they siphon it off from some other part because there's only so much money to go around. Anyways, my point, like, with this is he's going to give money to charity one way or another, right? Like, it's already going to happen. He'll be like, yeah, the 1.4 million I donate every year is now from this. It's not from, I was going to give it anyways, from the other, billions of dollars I own. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, is this going to be a direct increase to the amount of charitable givings you give? Because he gives a lot. Like, the park downtown is named after his mom.
Yeah.
So I think. No, that's after Daly, but like, he's got one of them.
Don't you, and like you were talking about, like, from an actual PR perspective and like owning the story, don't you, when you win this, like, you immediately, and you know what this is going to be coming down the pipeline, don't you immediately say, I won 1.4 million or whatever number he wants to disclose, and I'm donating it all to this charity right now? And then it's like, oh, Pritzker was like gambling and he immediately just gave all of his winnings and he's this Robin Hood or whatever. Like, people think you're cool. You immediately cash in. Why do you wait until the story from your filings to be like, oh yeah, I am giving it to charity?
I know it was icky and dirty, so I'm going to give it to charity. It's so fucking stupid. It's like it's 1992 or something, like, if you do that right off the bat, that story, and like, oh, at 1.14 million, let's see what we could do, you wouldn't get as good publicity as he has now, too. Because now it seems like they got him. And now if he goes, I'm fucking awesome at gambling, I'm a guy. I've gambled 100,000 a hands. Like, they don't want me in these casinos. People think you're taking advantage of them. Look, I want a guy like this on my side negotiating for me. He's fucking smart. He beats the casinos. They can play it up.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking. They don't have a shot. I think this kind of, like, this is a side note, but like the idea of like kind of the Obama model where you could take someone and build them up like a senator or governor. I think those days are long gone. And maybe there was one election left, but I don't think you're going to be able to, because like there's no apparatus like there used to be of this huge media, homogenous media that can just launch Clinton playing sax on the Arsenio show or Obama everywhere and bring nobody to prominence. It just doesn't work anymore, and he's not going to win.
I'm just laughing so much about this because even these reporters here who had like the initial article, this is from like 12 hours ago, and then wrote it. And then it's like, she literally writes, adding, his campaign says he's donating the money. Like, the publicist or PR person, whatever, was like, oh, by the way, guys, like, make sure you tell that he's going to be donating this. It was like, just like, how did you not see this coming? And now they're scrambling to tell every journalist, oh, make sure the world knows that he's donating the 1.4 million.
It's so boring. Yeah, Pepperoni, the Pritzker Pavilion downtown is nice. There's he does a lot of like art too. Like, he sponsors a lot of like artists and stuff like that, and he's giving money all over the place. But like the reason I'm not saying he shouldn't. Like, the point was like, yeah, when you're already giving away 1.4 million, you can easily say, yeah, I'm giving it away. Like, what's the difference? It's all from the same fucking 4 billion.
it's pretty clear that he was not thinking through this gambling stuff when it happened, and now is kind of like putting the little fire out. Is what he's trying to do.
I mean, there's like 0.01% of the population that will think like this, but like for me, if I cared, I'd be like, ooh, that's not good. That's not somebody who's thinking things through. Should this person really be president, much less governor? If you can't even think through your D-Gen night, you get your D-Gen night at the high casino.
Incredible.
I wonder how much he's burning, like how much he's gambling every year.
Right. I mean,
that's why they're hiding. That's what they're trying to hide, is that kind of imagery.
And because even the way that some of those tweets and reporting was worded, it was like, oh, he was just on a one-time trip with his wife and their friends. Like, it's like, you don't sit down and play $100,000 a pot for your first time. Like you have a backstory with gambling at high stakes.
I mean, what percentage of the population knows the rules of blackjack?
That's a good question. Knows the rules or knows optimal blackjack is
forget optimal.
Yeah.
Like could sit at a blackjack table without any help and not screw up a hand.
I would say like 50%. Is that too high?
I would go under.
Yeah. I mean, the true answer is probably under. Yeah. I mean, if you self-select to like people who have been inside a casino, I would say it's like 50%. But if you just go like everyone, it definitely has to be.
I might get over if you self-select casino, but I was guessing like 40%, 35.
Yeah.
Maybe even lower. Because like, you do this with sports all the time where it's like someone won't know who like, the Las Vegas Raiders are or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't know them. They used to be the Oakland Raiders, and before that they were the LA Raiders. They're like, yeah, never heard of them. It's like, really? There's tons of people like that.
Yeah. So there you go, Pritzker,
JB,
the
gambling man. He could have the gambling man as his walking out, song.
Wait, Brian, are the signs here just? Were they always here? What is JB backwards, Brian?
BJ?
Blackjack.
Okay, good. Well,
dude, I'm picturing him having his own little logo. It's like JB and then mirrored BJ, and it's got like the ace and the king there for the blackjack underneath.
Go to early life. Born Blackjack Pritzker. Changed his name to J. Robert.
Blackjack Pritzker. There you go.
That's funny. I didn't even know his name was J. Robert.
There you go. I mean, when you got a nickname as cool as JB in the house, ready to roll $100,000 a hand. Ben says Pritzker, Ben's a Chicago guy as well, was at the hotel right next to my bar for a conference about nuclear weapons. And I got to serve one of the speakers who talked with him privately last night. Well, do you have any intel about his love for blackjack and various card games?
That's another one is like people are like, do you really want someone gambling on a nuclear war? Like they're thinking, they're thinking the attack ads.
Yeah.
In the future. The guy's a long shot in my opinion, so they should.
How do you think from like a pure like politics optics standpoint, what do you think people would find more like morally I don't know, derelict? Him playing $100,000 a hand blackjack, or if he was just out on the golf course, as politicians are known to do, playing $100,000 a hole skin game.
Good question. Though I think both would be seen slightly negatively. I want to say golf, maybe, if there was a poll and they were forced to answer golf, maybe.
It's so funny because I feel like golf kind of like whitewashes the gambling a bit. And it's just like, oh, golfing's not bad or whatever. But on the other hand, then you get the double whammy because it's already a thing that politicians golfing and not focusing on their duties is a thing, people like to point to. So if you got the double whammy that not only are you out there golfing, but playing $100,000 a hole, I think people would have a field day with that.
I think, yeah. I think blackjack's more relatable.
Yeah.
Like,
see, the big ones say the opposite. Golf is more relatable as you're not sitting.
Yeah, golf is more relatable, but gambling 100,000 on a hole is not relatable.
Not
at
relatable.
All. Yeah, and it's a gentleman's game. I think some people could be like, I don't know. I think that's a good question on what the people would see. I think blackjack's pretty. I don't know. I think they're just living in an older time and no one cares. And if anything, people might think it's cool if they did it right, if they played it up. But I don't know if he's got the talent to do that either. So maybe they're making the right move.
For me, if I was a billionaire, I would definitely be gambling a lot. But I think gambling on golf with my buddies would be, and I'm not even good at golf, but that would be one of the funnest ways to gamble, I feel like, if I was a billionaire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, with proper handicaps.
For sure.
Golf's a great gambling game with proper handicaps.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Like with Ben brings up Trump's betting $1 million a hand. Is like, that's the thing, is like, if Trump was betting $1 million a hand, would anyone give a shit? Would anyone blink an eye? No, they wouldn't care because it's Trump. So like if you play this holier than now, I'm sorry, I'm going to give it to charity stuff, then you're automatically holding yourself to this standard, which you're never going to be able to keep. People are always going to call you out on it. You should have just gone the other way. Do you see this link I'm sharing?
Where did you share it? Oh, sorry, down below. My bad. I got you. Yeah.
We got the 28 election winner. Give me the under on this 22 cents, by the way. But
on who is it? Who's 22 cents?
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Does she even meet the age requirement? I think she might by a year.
But I love the Donald Trump at 3% it's a real good indication of where we're at right now as a country.
But you gotta scroll pretty far down here for old JB. But someone put 100,000. I think I know who put 100,000 on JB.
We know someone who has $100,000 unit size.
Who bets 100,000? Oh, this is $1 million actually. It's 10 units for JB here. A JB is 100,000, right? We should, and this is public, right? We should find the keys of the wallet associated with the old JB account here.
There you go.
What's his dem? Dem still nothing. John Stewart, he's 2% for old JB here.
So who is at the top? This is just Dem.
This is just Dem.
AOC, Pete Beauty. The Rock coming in at 4%.
Yeah. I mean, if he would announce, that'd be a good price because you could sell it later on.
Do you have any open orders on these prediction markets?
No, it's illegal in Illinois. Thanks, JB.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that would bump your numbers up if you legalized it, Pritzker. Did you think about that?
Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, 1%.
I mean, you put Barack at the VP, right? I mean,
that's right.
That's where
George Clooney. Now you're in the. What is the liquidity? I can't see on the screen.
George Clooney has 9 million bet on him.
People have bet $9 million on George Clooney to be the president in 2028.
No, this is just the Democratic nominee.
Just the Democratic nominee. That's incredible.
That is crazy.
That's
higher than Bernie Sanders. Wow. Andrew Yang, gross. LeBron. LeBron's got almost 11 million.
How is there that much liquidity on these? Is it just like, does it show what the biggest
Oprah,
Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast.
Would he run as a Democrat? I don't know.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't even know what his politics are.
I could throw. I wouldn't mind throwing if you can get. They need to make it less than 1% somehow. Throw a little bit on Hunter Biden, and then if he announces, sell them.
Yeah, because I want to be able to see the actual grade between all of these, because there's a big difference between, I'm sure, like some of the handle on some of them, all being 1%.
I think Hunter Biden would have a better shot if they really tried to push him than like tons of these people. He's at least interesting.
Yes. All right, there you go. Get
Andy
your
Beshear.
Who's
Wow.
that?
I think that's the Illinois Andy. No, or is that,
Oh, Mr.
No, wait, no,
Mr.
that's
Beast
Kentucky.
not eligible.
That's Kentucky.
There you go.
Who's not eligible?
Mr. Beast, too young. Yeah, he's not 35.
Oh, there you go. There's free money. Bet the under.
Go short it.
How can that be? Okay, how much is on him?
27 years
So
old.
there's $9 million being bet at that can't be won.
Okay.
Seems like pretty inefficient market to me.
It does. I'd love to know the overlap of people going to bet Mr. Beast in here, and where they're coming from, how they get their ideas.
And $9 million. Well, I guess crypto. I get that. I mean,
Yeah, just getting drunk, have your crypto winnings. What better way?
I mean, technically, you know what the beat of all beats would be? They changed the rules to allow Mr. Beast to run, and you just burned all your free money.
That's the angle.
Oh,
That's
Kim
the angle.
Kardashian.
Yeah, there
None of
might
these
be
people
better
are-
places to stick your money until 2028 than into
I mean, no, I think all the no's here are pretty good.
oh, the nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have a max amount that you can bet on the nose?
I don't know. I've never used it because it's illegal, unfortunately. It is
Well,
pretty
Ryan,
awesome, isn't it?
should we just liquidate everything we have, bet it all no on Mr. Beast, and live kind of a really minimalist lifestyle until 2028?
I mean, I imagine this is like Alex Baker who's doing that. You know, he loves to bet those, minus 10,000 favorites and win 10 cents. You just have to wait 3 years.
Before we fully move on from the Pritzker stuff, Moods had mentioned in the Discord, who do you think Pritzker's on, team Run Pure Sports or Ship It Nation?
Oh, good question.
He'd be Ship It, right?
He's a Ship It Nation guy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, we were in talks with Travis Mangone. We had referenced him a few times on the show, had an exit from Run Pure Sports. We were in the DMs. He ultimately decided he didn't want to do the show. I believe he's going to be announcing shortly what his next move is. But he basically said to us he doesn't have any tea to spill, any dirty laundry to air, and so he was gonna pass on the LOLz exclusive interview, Brian.
Yeah. There doesn't, just for the record, doesn't have to be dirty laundry. It could just be, conversation about what happened.
It could be. It sounded like you didn't want to have a conversation about what happened.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think the legal team over at Run Pure is just locking it down.
That's right. They got him muzzled.
Yeah. They're like, we're not doing this again, pal.
Yes. Well, there was who was that? There was a tweet somewhere going around. I don't know if it was that guy Jesse Downside of Me. Was like when Travis made his announcement that he was leaving, and like none of the Run Pure Sports guys retweeted it, and then they had a job opening that looked suspiciously like what Travis Mangone did for them, and then they all immediately retweeted it.
Yeah. Did we make our final decisions on what happened there? Since now we just have to purely speculate.
Sorry, say that again.
Like, what did you think happened?
Oh, at Run Pure?
Yeah.
I just assume it's money related.
I think Mangone hit on Tony's wife drunk at the company.
I'm guessing Run Pure Sports would handle that in a different way.
Oh no. Okay.
No, wouldn't the Occam's razor just be wanted more money and there wasn't more money for him, and so he found someplace that would give him more money?
Mine was almost identical to that, except he was probably making too much money and they weren't making enough.
having to kind of tighten
where
up
they can
a
just
little
get
bit.
some dude who will do it for basically nothing.
When do you think we're going to get the first AI DFS tout? I mean, we had the guy, but I mean like that a company actually uses to make content for them.
That's a good question. I think it's soon.
Yeah.
I've talked about doing it for us. Just as a bit. The Pete bot.
I think it's better as a bit that you get so fed up with Davis that you replace him with an AI bot.
So yeah, like for a bit, you could do one. I think someone's definitely gonna, or hot chick. The hot chick will be that'll probably be the first one. Hot chick AI
For sure.
AI sports betting girl or something. But whether they announce that it's AI or not, I think is the question. I think it's around the corner, but whether they kind of hide it or they hide it for marketing purposes, or they announce, hey, this is our AI spokesperson.
Yeah. And I think it'll start, and I mean, I think, that company Fantasy Points, they released this thing where they have like an AI thing that references its entire proprietary database of stats. And so then you can kind of like query and talk to it. Like that's the first step of it, right? Of just like, let's provide something that's paywalled that you can query and search, in a really easy conversational way to get any information you want. Like imagine if you could go like to the Run the Sims and just ask it like, hey, I don't have time to like run all the Sims, but based on doing it, can you tell me like the top 10 leverage plays on the slate and which players are showing the most expected ROI in top 1% of lineups? And then it like spits it out for you. Like you can see use cases like that getting fairly normalized.
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day with like gambling and stuff. And like, I wonder if the user base is there. Like, I mean, of course, maybe it could be, like, maybe it definitely will be. But like, I could also see like your normal dude, the guy you want to use a lot of these products, these AI, like whatever's coming next to make it easier for you.
Yeah.
But they just don't want to do it. Like even that step is a step they don't want to do or take.
Yeah. Because people,
and so because you maybe think of that with like Run the Sims or something, where it's like the bro who wants to run the Sims is probably a guy who wants to get his hands a little dirty and know what's going on and maybe mess with it or put some of their own stuff in there. Where the guy who just wants the answers, I don't think they're going to be paying for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think like your average, I mean, but then I think about guys who like your buddies who will text you and be like, I need a parlay for Sunday.
Yeah. I think for me, it goes back to the conversation we've had a lot where I think a lot of people's relationships out with these sites outside of concrete tools and projections is just the community-based element of it. Mm-hmm. And so unless the AI thing is replacing something that the tool or the projections do, I don't know if it can actually replicate for people what they're actually getting out of that experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to think that a customer service bot, a good one, would be that's tailored to your company would be pretty sweet.
Because imagine this again, I'm trying to think like what would be an AI way to like, some people like fiddling with the Sims, but I'm sure there's a lot of other people who would like show up and be like, these are some of my takes. Like, I really want to play the Chargers passing game this weekend. I think this guy is just like such a smash. Can you run a bunch of Sims with these takes and show me the best lineups that incorporate these takes? As opposed to like, yes, you can do that your own bullying and optimizer and then simming or locking players and simming. Yeah. But like giving it that macro thing of like, or how about this for a use case, Brian? I'm going to this game tonight. Yeah. I want you to build me like the best lineup that's overweight players from this game in it, stuff like that.
I like the Bears. Can I get a couple Bears?
The best lineups with 2 Bears in it.
Yeah. But that still feels like a content creator relationship. Yeah. Because you'd be the guy like, here's my prompt for today. Here's some ideas how you could use this tool.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Brian, I have to ask, because I saw this tweet. What did this tweet reference from you over the weekend? I have a newfound respect for FC Dave, October 12th. And I mean, there's just so many reasons that, you could have this newfound respect for him, but I'm curious which one it is.
It had nothing to do with his tweet, by the way.
I was going to say, we could get to that.
That was completely unrelated, just for the record. No, it was our site went down for like 15 minutes, but at like a bad time, like 40 minutes before lock.
Yeah.
And so I could understand when when Fantasy Cruncher would go down, which happened all the time, where he would just start freaking out and banning people. Cause it's like, it totally sucks. I get it. I've been on the other end. It's not fun. It sucks. But like, and this time it was an outside element again. Actually, there's only 2 times it's gone down. They're both out of our control, but it doesn't matter. Like the person using it does not give a shit. You know what I mean? Like they're like, I want this to work. I pay for it, which is understandable. But like, you're sitting there going, yeah, I know. I don't either. Like I'm using this too, dude. Like I know. I can understand where like FC Dave's just like, okay, bye. I don't need your $50. I don't care. Ban. And he took it to an extreme level, of course, as he did with a lot of things. But that's the joke behind that. And Greg got it. A bunch of people, it seemed like.
Yeah, Greg says sounds like somebody's doing customer service for the first time. And that's the thing too. And I feel like I know your I don't know, your disposition with this stuff. And I just like dealing with like it's one thing to deal with people just like peppering you with questions or being needy, but then having to deal with angry people sounds like something you would not. No one enjoys that, but you strike me as someone who would not enjoy that more than the average person.
Yeah, I'm not a customer service guy. So what are you gonna do? But anyways, I think we fixed.
There you go.
We can't. We like. There's like a chance we're still investigating that we got like a DDoS attack or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was some sort of mass influx of requests, and so we just like scaled it so much that it won't matter at this point. But like, I don't think that's what it was.
Brian,
something happened.
Are you willing to hire someone to do your customer service? Because Pepper Tony, the man with a goose.
Yeah, an AI agent. I don't think we'll need it. You know what we need as customer service is someone who really knows the tool and can help people individually who are just lost. They just don't.
Do you feel like you guys have gotten a lot of people who sign up who just like don't know where to start? Because I would just assume a lot of people like either see it on streams or kind of see it done and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm down to buy that. But I feel like it'd be hard to come in like completely clueless.
No, I think completely clueless is not very common. I think it's like more of the advanced stuff or like switching stuff, uploading your ownership projections or something. And, pretty common to be lost in some of those spots, but that would be a spot where a customer service dude would be nice to like answer all that stuff. I'm trying to get Yuta to do it, but he just refuses.
Yeah. Speaking of which, no Yuta on the show this week. He's traveling or coming back from traveling. We're gonna have Ship My Money on for the second half of the show tomorrow, the Bully the Sims spot. So haven't had a chance to do an NFL show with Ship. He's been here on LOLz before, but that should be good.
Well, he's been grinding the shit out of the NFL stuff, so should be good.
Very good. Yeah. So we'll have the usual block party with JM and then Ship My Money will come on. We'll keep the same format structure of the show, but we'll talk it through with Ship My Money. Although Yuta did send across a few other big hits he had last week. So, he's still delivering there. It was a Jacoby Brissett skinny stack on DraftKings. He won a good chunk of change with.
He sent me a screenshot for 700K, something like that.
Is that the FanDuel one? That was the one he sent me that I couldn't pull.
It was Total One, I think, on one of the sites.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, and I saw, it seems like a lot of people are having success on FanDuel these days. I saw Taylor KB over at ETR had a huge hit on FanDuel.
Yeah.
Do I need to
he won 3 JBs.
3 JBs?
Yeah.
That's right. What is Yuta's username on FanDuel?
Boo Earns.
Okay, I was gonna say he sent me this link and I was like, I didn't recognize his FanDuel username.
Are you saying Boo or Boo Earns?
Yes. You been playing any DFS?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Although I'm not getting the 3 stacks of JB hits. Just using Run the Sims tools though, it's been pretty solid for me.
Yeah.
But I just play the lotteries basically. So
yeah.
if you don't win, you're fucked.
Oh yeah. That's how I've been in the battle royale, where it's just like I haven't had a top 20 team this year, and you're just boned.
Dan's got a pretty good PSA for the bros out there. FanDuel, if you haven't been on there in a few years, they're trying again. Like they're doing a lot of like little rakeback things. And
do you know the exact rakeback promo?
No, it's different each time. Like they'll give you, if you bet 500, you get 100 back, no matter what. There'll be rake free or guaranteed money back contests. They'll have like for last week there was like the $250 one, and it was like you get your rake back if you enter or something. I don't know. It's every week there's something different. It was I felt like it was a little better the first 4 weeks than the last couple, but at least they're trying.
Yeah.
I mean that was the site back in the day too. They kind of just stopped caring for some reason. And
did I ever tell you my very first DFS origin story? It would have been, I remember where I was living when I did it. I was only there for a year, so it would have been 2013, or maybe even fall of 2012. But FanDuel was where I built my first lineup. Just hand built some lineup right from the balls. And it finished like top 500 or something. I got $300 back on like the $5 or $10, and I was so hooked. And I thought I was God's gift to DFS.
Did you think you were good?
The first time I'm like, oh man, this is easy. Like, I knew a few plays I liked. I mean, I'm sure the like concept of stacking didn't even exist in my head at the time. And then I'm pretty sure I gave it all back over the next, like the rest of the season. I was like, oh, I'll put in 10 entries this week.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I
wish
that feeling, that first DFS lineup after playing like a lot of fantasy football was just like, that was an intoxicating feeling.
I wish my story was I saw my brother-in-law. He like comes up to me at some family party or something. He's like, "Hey, check this out." He's like, "I'm winning $80," and it was a Sunday Millie Maker, and there was like 200,000 people in it. And I'm like, 200,000 people play this fucking game. And I'm like, if there's 200,000 people playing, I can beat those. There's enough dummies out there that I could figure it out. So like right from the start, I went for strategically trying to beat the game. Not like just do the $10 and then get lucky type of thing.
Yeah. It's crazy how long that we're coming up well on past a decade of that stuff. Those
I thought would be, speaking of FanDuel, a fun little content piece. Neil's in chat. One of you guys, or maybe we could do it one day, is you do the guru. They have the guru suggestions now. Yeah, on FanDuel, so like they'll help you build a lineup.
I haven't even seen this.
It's you have to click guru. It's like,
should we go see this real quick?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah,
show me this.
No, we eventually will add this, but I'm not sure when. But anyways, the bit would be you put the guru lineup, you do the guru lineup, and then you put it into the sim and see like what kind of lineups are they giving you and grade them. Yeah, so guru suggestions right in the middle there. Up, yeah, right. It's like right above the player position.
Oh, I got you. Gotcha. Okay, choose your first player. Show me more players. So this is almost like the dating app too, of just swiping until you see a player you like. Okay, I like Jordan Love, Guru.
I love how they don't have like the qualifier at the top. It's like, so why are you showing me J.K. Dobbins if I got a stud and a good matchup here? Why even show him to me?
Well, and also are they're not concerned about the massive negative correlation between Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs. They're immediately trying to get me to jam these two into my lineup. I'm already questioning this Guru, Brian.
Yeah, I noticed they try to stack you up. Normally.
All right, so I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor.
Like, Dobbins sucks, but hey, we're just going to put him up here. We got another value, good matchup.
This thing, now they're trying to get me to play Trevion Henderson, who wouldn't be possible for him to be further into a doghouse than what he is in right now.
Yeah.
But we got to get a Chicago Bear in there, right?
After last week, it was surprising. I'm surprised no one talked shit to me after I talked shit about Swift all year.
It's really pushing J.K. Dobbins on me, and I don't even hate it. I think the Guru might be right on this. So if he's going to make me select Dobbins twice, we got to do it. Couple good options here. QJ might play. Keenan Allen, we're getting served
Who's
up.
Your quarterback?
Michael Pittman
Love,
Jr.
Right?
We got Love. Eventually, I want to see if this Guru is going to give me a Packers pass catcher. I do like Pittman. Josh Downs still in concussion protocol. Good matchup there.
Keenan Allen does look different in the Chargers jersey, but yeah, I would probably go Pittman though.
Oh,
nope, he went Allen.
Oh no, okay, I'm going to get him back.
Yeah,
okay, Allen. Now they're looking at Diggs, Olave, Devontae Smith. Olave plays opposite Swift.
So we're not going to stack up Love, huh? They're just going to let us go naked.
It says the Guru analyzes projections, value, budget, and your unique lineup to recommend players. So the unique lineup part, does he care about correlation? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Normally, I do it because, instead of just clicking random players to reserve your lineup, you just do the Guru.
Let's see here. I'm okay. Terry McLaurin wasn't at practice
Second
today,
time
Mr.
he's done
Guru.
McBride.
He really do we even have money for McBride? I guess the
Guru's not going to steer you wrong, Pete.
I'm feeling like I'm being steered wrong by him not giving me a pass catcher. I'm going to put Eagles defense in.
And then just do suggestions till it gives you
Zay Jones.
There's Pittman again.
There he is.
There he is.
Okay, we used the full cap too.
Wow.
So here's the lineup that the Guru built for us. Jordan Love to Matthew Golden.
Throw this into a sim. See what it says.
All right. I think it actually might sim well. Look at these correlations. We get Jordan Love opposite Keenan. We got Swift opposite. Oh, no, we didn't do Olave. We did Diggs. We got J.K. Dobbins one-off. Eagles defense versus Minnesota. I like it.
Yeah, that's a winner. You can't change that.
No, because just the content equity itself, not only do you win a milli, but you do it on stream with a lineup guided by the Guru. Look, we got Nerdy saying this is not a bad lineup.
And if anyone knows ball,
it's Nerdy.
It's Nerdy Tenor.
Nerdy already punched it into his FanDuel sim. He's saying it checks out here. There you go.
I told you. See, now I just ruined DFS.
I got to take it off screen because I don't want anyone to dupe it. Don't dupe me, bro.
Cut the last part of the show out.
I will say there's high stakes to all of this because I'm down to $12.61 in my FanDuel account. So getting down to the nitty gritty here. The nitty gritty. Maybe I'll be the one sending Yuta a little screenshot. Hey, buddy. You see this? You see this? You want to talk about this on your little show, buddy?
We're waiting, Pete, for that DFS screenshot.
Brian, what do you feel? I mean, over the years, you've given up alpha on this show in exchange for content, and for you to have shared Bully the Guru is the name of the new show. We're done with the Run This Is. It's all about Bully and the Guru. That's great.
You spent an hour on each suggested pick.
I love it. It's actually it's kind of a fun, we talk about drafting is a more fun dynamic for streaming and talking about, building a lineup isn't as interesting, but something like a more evolved version of the Guru. I guess it goes back to the idea I was talking about before, where you're like, I want to build like a really good Jordan Love team. Like, what are some ideas for stuff that sims well, where maybe the Guru, it pauses more and it's like, I'm going to lock these in, sim out a bunch of variations with these, and then come back to you with some findings. I mean, you're probably going to need to pay down at tight end, because the tight ends showing up in this are all coming in under 4K or whatever. I'm just thinking this in real time, sim assisted hand build Frankenstein concept. I don't know. I'm working on it.
The Guru, Pete.
Yeah.
Do you think they could get sued for that?
How?
I don't know. It's giving suggested picks. So first of all, shouldn't they be duping people who use the Guru? Shouldn't we be duping each other? And if not, how random is it then?
How much random is it?
Yeah, are you giving us shitty picks then? Is that what you're doing here? It seems kind of like a little liability. I'm surprised they released a tool like that.
It is really interesting. Yeah, you'd have to mess around with it and test it and see the logic tree. If you click the same choices every time, how much variation do you actually get? Or are you constantly getting the same suggestion? There has to be a pretty good RNG thing within it.
Well, and then if it is, how much RNG is this? So just giving the user some random shitty lineups then?
I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
That's probably what's happening.
I had to hold out for a Packers wide receiver before. I was naked Jordan Love, I guess, but probably not.
I will say I did it 3 times, I think, and I think all 3 times it gave me a pass catcher on the second pick.
Okay.
So maybe I got lucky. I don't know. It just seems,
maybe the Guru just
like a risk. It's one of those things where you could tell where they're coming from. Let's give them an option so they won't make the worst teams ever.
Yeah.
And lower the floor. But where you could eventually be held liable for giving financial advice to your customers and leading them astray or causing them to dupe each other, which people could then say, hey, if everyone dupes, then FanDuel wins, or something.
Yes. All right, there you go. I know what I'm going to be doing the rest of the week until lock. Just grabbing some popcorn, putting on some nice music, and getting real intimate with the Guru on FanDuel. Anything else from your end, Brian?
I could see JB getting I'm going to look into this, and he's just burning head-to-heads all weekend.
Yes.
With the Guru.
Yes.
Levitan versus JB Pritzker. 100K a pop.
Mike says, notice the Guru thing last week and it kind of tilted me. You got to embrace it. You got to embrace the Guru. I think it's like any chat GPT AI agent, right? You got to warm it up. You got to get in a groove with it. I think you can't just expect to walk in cold turkey and have a really strong connection
with the Guru.
That's right.
Yeah, no, you got to love the Guru. The Guru's never going to lead you astray, Mike M.
I mentioned Bully the Guru show tomorrow with Ship My Money. Anything else on your end?
No. RunTheSims.com, DraftCaddy.com.
There you go. Check it out. We'll see you guys tomorrow for that show. Otherwise, we'll see you next week on LOLz. Thanks everyone for hanging out in the chat. I want to go play some blackjack after this show. We'll see you next time. All right. Good show, dude.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're not done. I forgot to press end stream. Now we're